Welcome back to the Fantasy Tippler. I'm excited to be here. Just got back from working out. Got to lose that fat that's on me. So let's talk about some stuff that's been going on. Obviously, one of the big news was Baker finally got traded to Carolina. I think that's the perfect fit for him with Matt Rule. I think the Cleveland Browns ducked around too long. But what ended up happening, the Carolina actually made the best deal because Baker would really take a pay cut to get out of Cleveland and onto a team that he might be a starter. And the way it worked out, like he technically still had, money. He didn't technically lose money, but it's all in incentive now. So that just depends on if he gets his, if he plays full time, and I don't know what those incentives are, but I'm very happy for Baker Mayfield. It's obviously, up the value of pretty much everybody. Robbie Anderson has stopped threatening retirement, which is nice, but I'm off of Robbie Anderson. The only person I'm really looking at as a possible sleeper for Carolina is Terrence Marshall. I'm grabbing him in like the last round in most of my best ball draft, and you should too. I think he just had terrible quarterback play. He's an incredible athlete, and I think he's going to bump Robbie Anderson off, and he's going to become the number 2. So, but bear in mind, for dynasty-wise, Baker Mayfield is a very short-term option. I mean, they're only paying him $5 million to try to see if he works out, and Sam Darnold is still stuck there. So, who knows? Who knows what will happen? Next, 30 women who accused the Texans of turning a blind eye to all that Deshaun Watson BS have settled with the Houston Texans. I think there's only one who actually filed, but they just went ahead and settled all of them, which is a pretty smart move on their part. I think it's bullshit, but if the girl's got money, it's fine. Agreements have been reached with all parties. Houston Texans are starting with a clean slate. I don't think anybody got fired, though, so it's more of the same problem. Tampa Bay Vikings are interested in Kyle Rudolph. Now, there is no way in hell Kyle Rudolph is going to the Vikings. So let's call it. He's going to Tampa Bay. And I like it. They've got a rookie tight end that's supposed to be good. They got Cameron Bates. So do I think he's going to be like a top 10 tight end? Absolutely not. Dreaming tight end? Absolutely. We've got to see what works out. Now, you got to remember, he's old. He's 32 years old, and he's done nothing the last 2 years. But all we need is Tom Brady's red zone targets. That's all we need. That's what makes a streamer. So he probably, if you're in Dynasty, I actually had him on one of my new Dynasty teams, and I dropped him so I could clean house for the rookie draft. And I just went ahead and put like a free bet on him to see if I could grab him for a backup quarterback. I've already got 3. Don't really need that last one. Somebody else will probably overbid for him, but who cares? Well, here's another report. Traylon Burks is supposed to be ready by camp. A lot of people have been fading on him because he didn't show up to OTAs. He supposedly was dealing with asthma issues. I'm out on him for the most part because I'm not a big rookie kind of guy, but his value at some point is becoming, his value is becoming so deep. Like he's going in like late double digits rounds now. Like no one's grabbing him. And then best ball, I'm willing to take a chance on him. Like, we've seen rookie wide receivers pop like, by the second half of the season all the time. And that is what it's for. So here's another thing. I'm getting a lot of reports about Jalen Tolbert in the rookie draft. No, not the rookie draft. I'm sorry. The training camp from the beat reporter. He is expected actually to start as a wide receiver 3, which is huge, especially since Michael Gallup is like, I thought he was only going to miss 1 week. Now I'm hearing several weeks. So Jalen Tolbert is somebody I'm actively looking at and bumping up my, my rankings a little bit. But however, I'll talk about this in a second. One of the people that may get brought on, it'll be a total cowboy move. Well, do the Cowboys really do the kind of stuff? Maybe not. Julio Jones apparently is interested in joining the Cowboys. If Julio Jones gets signed by the Cowboys, Jalen Tolbert's off my radar. But if he doesn't, and they go with the season with basically Zeke Elliott, Dalton Schultz, TD Lamb, that's at number one. Jalen Tolbert is somebody I'm going to keep an eye on. Anyway, what else we got? This is my research for you guys. Goodwin. Chris Godwin. I always get that wrong. Chris Godwin. That's how you say it. So the reports are saying that he's showing good progress. However, there's a chance he starts the season on the pup list. And so he said he's always a wide receiver 3/4 for me now. I'm starting to avoid him in draft, even if he becomes a value, just because, I don't, you win your football season in the first 6 weeks. And if he's not going to be there, then I'm not motivated to take him. Right now, I think the earliest, even in best ball, the earliest I've taken him is the 7th round. And he goes even later than that sometimes. So that is what it is. What else is going on? Patriots backfield is very, very crowded. I am a fan of Damian Harris, but he's moving down my list. And it's hard to tell who's going to get the work. James White is not. Somebody made a comment that he was at an event and his gait was weird, like he was feeling a lot of pain. And, obviously don't draft James White, but that clears out the back room just a little bit, but it's still so many people there. But Damian Harris, to me, it will be the number one. You always want to get the starter if you can. So if he gets there in like the 10th round, 9th or 10th round, might as well. I think its average is 7th round right now, which is not bad, but it's not great. I'd rather have Elijah Mitchell's been going in there. I'll grab him instead if I really need running backs. If I can go anchor RB. So CJ Moose. I'll mispronounce that since he's fucking annoying. He was held out of minicamp. That means Tyler Conklin from the Vikings that just went over to the New York Jets has been getting a lot more reps. And, he's been around since, 2020, had a nice 22. Just need to see who the starter is. But if CJ misses time, Tyler Conklin could be an interesting late round flyer or streaming. And I have been putting him, if I should take 3 tight ends in the last 3 rounds of a best ball draft, Tyler Conklin I'd taken him in several of them. So, but I'm still worried because it could be a complete bust. Because if he has like 2 weeks, he comes out and he does okay, and then CJ comes in and it's the main one, then I just miss out on an opportunity. So I'm actually, now I'm saying it out loud, I'm probably avoiding both. But it's worth noting that like Tyler Conklin could, become the one and CJ becomes the backup, depending on the situation. James Prost, former SMU wide receiver. Love this guy. He is making, people talk about him all off season. And while I'm not drafting him for redraft at all, because we don't know what Lamar is going to do, best ball, yeah, that's going to be like if they actually increase their passing game, or if Rashad Bateman doesn't show up, he is going to be a great boom or bust candidate for best ball, and I am grabbing him like for free, basically. I love this guy. So let's get to Julio Jones. Julio Jones, a lot of teams are interested in him. SportsIllustrated.com was reported that, there are several landing spots. Would be Green Bay, Kansas City Chiefs, Indianapolis, or obviously Dallas. So let me just put this here. He's at the age where, you know, there's been several people before that have talked about this, that big wide receivers like Julio Jones, when they're done, they're done. Like there's not like a steady decline. It's a dropped off. So be very, very wary of that. Now, maybe last year, because he didn't practice and he was injured, you know, it could, you know, work a little bit, but I'm very hesitant. I have him in my dynasty league. Now I mean, if you have Julio Jones in your dynasty league, you're basically stuck with him. Like you can't get anything for him. However, if he went to Indianapolis, he would not be the wide receiver. He would be the wide receiver 3, in my opinion, because Michael Pittman and Paris Campbell. Now he could compete for the wide receiver 2 position. I just don't think it will happen. Green Bay is where I want him to go, because if he goes to Green Bay, he is kind of in the fight for wide receiver 1. And history shows that Aaron Jones prefers veteran over rookie, and that team is just full of, who knows, rookies, watchouts. So if he goes to Green Bay, there's a good chance he'll be a wide receiver 1. I will like Julio Jones in Green Bay. If he goes anywhere else, Indianapolis or even Dallas, I'm just going to fade on him everywhere. It may not even draft him, even in best ball. So right now, I'm not drafting him at all, just because I don't know where he is. I'm not waiting to pick when there's so many other opportunities and potential boom candidates. And that's how you should approach your best ball. You know, don't draft someone who doesn't have a team. Like, you know, Cole Beasley, I've been watching a lot, but like, I haven't heard anything about a team that's interested in him. Same as Will Fuller. You know, that would be a great late round best ball pick as a flyer, but since no teams are talking about it and camp is about to start, there's no reason to waste a best ball pick on that. Just take my boy James Post instead. So, all right, that's all I have for news. If you're watching on YouTube, let's go ahead and go over to the share screen and let's do a quick mock draft. Make sure my pretty face is up there. All right, here we go. We're going to draft in the 7th position. Just a standard PPR. No kickers, no defense, 6 bench spots. Let's get it done. Move this up a little bit. For whatever reason, my internet is so bad today, so hopefully everything works out. All right, let me just move this bad boy over here. All right, let's pull up the draft board. All right, here we go. All right, so 7th position, we already have a wide receiver go off, Cooper Kupp in the 3rd place. Running back, all the top 5 have gone, you know, including Cook, Austin Eckler, Henry, McCaffrey, and obviously Jonathan Taylor. All right, so what I'm going to do now is take a look at the shoot sheet. And let's hide the drafted players. All right, so I am going to take Justin Jefferson. Now, a lot of people are thinking, like most people will go running back here. You know, I thought about taking DeAndre Swift, but I feel like Justin Jefferson's a higher value because of the coaching staff that's coming to Minnesota. Kirk Cousins is solid quarterback. And it may, you know, when you're in those middle round, don't be afraid to go do RB, you know. So we're back. CeeDee Lamb's available. Aaron Jones, Leonard Fournette. I'm avoiding Leonard Fournette. I want him in the 4th round. I know he got great opportunity, but it's just I don't know. I'm gonna go CeeDee Lamb here in the 2nd round. Looks like I'm gonna be going 0 RB, depending on how the draft. Always let the draft come to you. You never know how the crazy league mates are going to draft. All right, we're in the 3rd round now. The top 3 tight ends are gone. Travis Kelce, Mark Andrews, George Kittle. Josh Allen has gone, and the last receiver taken was T. Higgins. So let's see what we have. So quarterback, Justin Herbert, Patrick Mahomes. By the way, Patrick Mahomes, you need to fade on him. He's a good quarterback, but his value is he's been overdrafted way too much. So running back, we got James Conner, David Montgomery. I do like James Conner. He's a maybe. All right. Wide receiver, A.J. Brown, yeah. Michael Pittman, ooh. DeAndre Johnson, DJ Moore, Jalen Waddle. Tight ends, I don't want anybody tight end. Not even Kyle Pitts. I don't want Kyle Pitts. Oh, man, I really want Michael Pittman. So that's what I'm going to do. Here we go. We're going 0 RB, baby. All right. Come on, computer. Let's go. So I think Michael Pittman is going to finish in the top 5 wide receiver. I don't have any data science to prove it. I just believe in Matt Ryan and that offense. Okay, now in the 4th round, James Conner came in. I'm really hoping James Conner would come around. I don't mind him as an RB1. I really don't. I just think he's going to get all the opportunity. So let's see what we have here. Quarterback, Justin Herbert still available, but it's too early. David Montgomery is available. I don't like him. Brandon Cook, Terry McLaurin. Ooh, I love him. Am I crazy? Go 4 receivers? Darren Waller and Dalton Schultz. Dalton Schultz, I think, is going to finish at the tight end 3 this year. It's just FYI to people. And he could finish tight end 2 if something happened to Mark Andrew. Oh man. Oh, this is going to get ugly quick. Okay. I'm going Terry McLaurin. Screw it. Oh, this is going to be so bad. I hate going 0 RB. I really do. Because now I'm going to have to draft in the RB dead zone unless. All right. Justin Herbert would have been nice if he came around to me in the 5th round. Here's what I'm going to try to do. I'm going to try to go ahead and grab Travis Etienne sitting there. I don't like him in the 5th round, though. Oh, man, it's so bad. Lamar Jackson, 5th round, or Kyler Murray. I'm going to take Kyler Murray here. Let's see who comes around. Come on, baby. Oh, Brees Hall and Travis Etienne went. Oh, this is getting ugly. Okay. All right, so I've got to get some money back. I hate this. I'm going to take Elijah Mitchell, even though I hate Kyle Shanahan, and I don't trust him. But I need a running back. All right, so Kyler Murray, A.J. Dillon. I don't like him as a running back 2. My tight end still there? Nope, he's already gone. I was hoping for Dalton Schultz, but the cards didn't come my way. But I'll probably stack him with Dak Ertz if I can get him a little bit later. All right, so A.J. Dillon, I'm going to have to take him here. You know, there is potential upside at the RB2 because you can still get like touches for, you know, even though Aaron Jones is the RB1, he could still get a lot of pass catching work and, you know, just really get some stuff done. All right, let's see. We got my quarterback, running back, Chase Edmonds, Damian Harris, just talked about them earlier. May need to take him. And Tony Pollard is still on the board. I need to get one of those 3. Robert Woods. I'm not going to take a wide receiver for a while because I'm set on wide receivers. Let's just see what the tight ends are still good. Dallas Goedert keeps falling down the ranking. I don't know what's going on. If you get Jalen Hurts, Dallas Goedert stack, I mean that's pretty solid. All right, so I'm obviously going to go running back again, and I'm going to go Damian Harris or Chase Edmonds. I'm going to go Chase Edmonds here. Just because I think he, like, after the first 2 weeks or even preseason, he'll break out into, like, the #1 position. All right, Rashad Penny, that's who I was hoping for next. But since he's gone, I'm going to go ahead and grab Ken Walker. So what it's looking like is I've got like a lot of values at running back. It's just not great. Jack Ertz went right before me. That's what I wanted. Oh, that burns my beehole. Oh, okay. God damn it. Okay. All right, well, let's just go through the process again. Who do we got at tight end? There's still like a whole lot of value there, so I'm going to pass again. Tyler Boyd, yeah, I do like him. But not for this draft. Nobody else here I really want, so it's going to be RB again. Nyheim Hines, I think I'm probably going to take him here just because I love him. And may try to target James Robinson later. All right, so Nyheim Hines, welcome to the team. By the way, if you are drafting Nyheim Hines as backup to Jonathan Taylor, if Jonathan Taylor goes down for whatever reason, I really hope he doesn't. But I don't think Nyheim Hines becomes the automatic RB1 on that team. I think it goes to the biggest committee you've ever seen in your life. I think Hines had proven that he can't handle he's not a horse like a workhorse of a running back. So, all right, where we at? We only got 13 rounds. So, round 11, I think it's good. I don't care what he is. I want Irv Smith all day long. Irv Smith of the Vikings. I got a lot of Vikings on here, don't I? That's it. I got Justin Jefferson. Yeah, got a lot of Vikings. Okay. I may want to grab Kirk Cousins. If I had a couple more rounds, I may want to grab Kirk Cousins to see if there's a stack there. All right. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. We'll take one more running back. Because we got 5. If we drafted late, we're gonna have to take some wild shots. My wild shot's gonna be Deontay Foreman. Used to be with Tennessee Titans, really showed up when Derrick Henry went down. And so I'm just gonna handcuff him to Christian McCaffrey. Then I walk away with every draft with one person that I adore, and that is James Crowder. However, because of my obvious weakness with running backs for going, 4 RBs, 4 wide receivers, I'm actually going to go back and take another look at the running backs where there is none. However, Brian Robinson is there, and if I feel like he could take the ball away from Antonio Gibson, he screws up. So, might as well take a shot. All right, so the way this draft works, I would not recommend, but Kyler Murray is my quarterback, Elijah Mitchell is my RB1, AJ Dillon is my RB2. Wide receiver core is Justin Jefferson, CeeDee Lamb. Obviously, that's a league winner. My tight end is Irv Smith, who I think will be a top 10 tight end for sure. Michael Pittman's in my flex. I am a Michael Pittman fan. I love him. I got Terry McLaurin on my bench. I'm a huge fan of Scary Terry, excuse me. Yeah. And then it's all running backs after that, like Chase Edmonds, Ken Walker 3, Nyheim Hines, Deontay Foreman, Brian Robinson. So for the first 13 rounds, I guess the first 6 weeks would be really scary, and you always want to draft for the first 6 weeks. It's just, running backs scare the hell out of me. All right, well, we tried that today. Thank you all for listening. Thank you for watching if you're on YouTube, and I'll see you guys next time. Follow the show on all streaming platforms, including Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and YouTube. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. You can also follow us on Instagram at The Fantasy Tippler and Twitter at Fantasy Tippler.